Imagine a child full of life and laughter, suddenly struck by an invisible enemy. Their limbs grow heavy, their muscles weaken, and their laughter turns into silence. This was the reality for millions of children and families during the polio epidemics of the 20th century. Polio, a disease that has haunted humanity for centuries, left an unforgettable mark on the world. Evidence of polio's existence can be traced back to ancient civilizations. Egyptian paintings and carvings depict individuals with withered limbs, suggesting polio's presence throughout history. This ancient enemy was a constant threat, lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike. The 20th century saw polio epidemics sweep across the globe, leaving a trail of fear and uncertainty in their wake. Communities lived in terror, parents were afraid to let their children play outside, and the world held its breath, desperate for a solution. The fear was palpable, the uncertainty unbearable. Polio became a defining moment in public health history, a stark reminder of the vulnerability of human life in the face of an invisible enemy. Amidst the darkness of the polio epidemics, a glimmer of hope emerged from the world of science. Two brilliant minds, Jonas Salk and Albert Sabin, dedicated themselves to finding a weapon against this relentless foe. Their tireless efforts resulted in not one, but two groundbreaking vaccines that would change the course of history. Salk's inactivated polio vaccine, developed in the early 1950s, offered a ray of hope to a world desperate for a solution. Soon after, Sabin's oral polio vaccine, easier to administer, joined the fight. These vaccines, born from years of research and testing, represented a turning point in the battle against polio. The impact of these vaccines was nothing short of miraculous. Vaccination campaigns were launched and parents lined up, eager to protect their children from this devastating disease. With each vaccination, the number of polio cases plummeted, and hope began to outshine fear. The success of the polio vaccines was a testament to the power of scientific innovation and collaboration. The world had witnessed the impossible. A disease that once brought nations to their knees was being brought under control. The fight against polio was far from over. While the United States and other countries celebrated victory, polio continued to hold sway in other parts of the world. A global effort was needed, one that transcended borders and united nations in a common goal: a world free from polio. Organizations like Rotary International and the Global Polio Eradication Initiative spearheaded this global movement. They recognized that polio was not just a problem for certain countries, but a global threat that required a coordinated response. These organizations understood that to defeat polio, they needed to reach every child, no matter how remote their location. Healthcare workers traversed mountains, crossed rivers, and ventured into war-torn regions, armed with vaccines and a shared determination. This global effort was a testament to the power of humanity's collective spirit. People from all walks of life, from scientists and doctors to volunteers and donors, came together to fight for a common cause. The world has witnessed remarkable progress in the fight against polio. Wild poliovirus types 2 and 3 have been eradicated, and the incidence of polio has decreased by over 99% since the global eradication effort began. These victories are a testament to the power of vaccination and a reminder that we have the tools to conquer this disease. However, the fight is not over. Wild poliovirus type 1 continues to circulate in a few countries, and the threat of outbreaks remains. The COVID-19 pandemic has shown us how quickly a virus can spread and how important it is to remain vigilant. We cannot afford to become complacent. Vaccination remains our most powerful weapon against polio. It is safe, effective, and the only way to ensure a future where every child is protected from this crippling disease. We must continue to support vaccination efforts both domestically and globally to protect the progress we have made and to finally eradicate polio from the face of the earth. The story of polio is a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, humanity can triumph. It is a story of scientific brilliance, global cooperation, and unwavering dedication. Let us honor the legacy of those who have fought tirelessly against polio by continuing their work until every child is safe. Let us share this story, support vaccination efforts, and together, create a world free from polio.